Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Steve Simpson, and I'm talking to you from London on today, December the 24th. Three things to talk about. First of all, I have two free books available on Kindle for the next 3 days. I have some more information about the video challenge that I mentioned in my last blog. And finally, as we approach the beginning of the new calendar year, I just have a few words to say about that. So, the free books, they're available on Amazon Kindle. The first one is the first book that I wrote called Play Magic Golf, and the second one is called The $447 Million Secrets of Sport. And it's called that because that is what the 10 top sports people earned in a year when I wrote this book, which I think was about 3 years ago. The names haven't changed that much, although a few have dropped off. Not surprisingly, Tiger Woods isn't there anymore. He could come back, that's for certain, but to do that, he's going to have to do a few things very differently. The person who heads the list has been there for, I think, the last 10 years, and may well be next year as well. We'll have to wait and see. Now, it doesn't matter if you're not interested in golf or sport. The ideas in this book can be used in any part of your life, but certainly keep these books in mind for people who are interested in golf, because golf can be a great game. It can also be incredibly frustrating for people. And the same comments apply to the sports book. This offer is from today for the next 3 days, so probably best to do it today before you forget. The second thing is, I mentioned the video challenge, where I gave the invitation to people to write in with me with details of their greatest challenge or frustration in life. And several of you have done. And the three that I'm working on at the moment are, first of all, I think a man is 65, who wants to get his handicap, his golf handicap, down to scratch. He says, is that possible? Well, of course it is. Does that mean he'll achieve it? Well, I've got some ideas about this, and I will be recording that in the next few days. The second challenge comes from another gentleman who is a very keen darts player, and I believe that he's a rather good one too. And he enjoys playing the game with friends and family, but as soon as he plays in public in a competition, his hand starts shaking uncontrollably. Now, I've never seen that in a darts player before, but I've certainly seen it in golfers and in other circumstances. The last golfer that I worked with went on to win a professional tournament after. Now, whether that was due to my work or his work or a combination of both, I don't know. But anyway, I do believe that it's going to be possible to help this man. And the third note is an interesting one. It's from a middle-aged man who is a pastor in Latvia. And he is constantly learning new ways to better engage with his community and communicate with them. The trouble is that the better he gets, the better he wants to get, and this is causing him quite considerable stress, and not surprisingly, getting in the way of what he's trying to do. So those will be available shortly. And the final thing is that the new calendar year starts in a few days' time, so this is traditionally a time for reflection on what went well in 2015, what didn't work out so well, and what you can do, what we can do differently in 2016 to make sure that it is a wonderful year for all of us. Now, I'm not going to say very much more about that because I know that there's a podcast coming out on January the 1st that Tony Wrighton and myself recorded very recently. The only comment I want to say is if you're struggling to identify what you want for 2016 or having difficulty reflecting back on this year, then a very good tip that I use is to go to an inspiring place where you can relax, close your eyes, and do some deep, reflective, meditative thinking. And this afternoon, the sun is shining in London, and I'm going to go to St. Paul's Cathedral and do just that. because few would argue that it is a very inspiring place indeed. So, more coming soon. If you're celebrating the festive season at the moment, Christmas and all the other good things that go with it, have a wonderful time, and with whatever you do, wherever you do it, and whoever you do it with. So, more soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.